Hi everyone, and welcome to Two Ordinary Nerds, a podcast where two ordinary nerds talk about nerdy things. How you doing today, Daniel?
It's doing good. It's been a long week with the Super Bowl being on Sunday, but so far so good.
So far so good.
What are you drinking?
Right now I'm drinking a beer that, someone decided to bring beer for us today. He is Spanish. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here with us today. It wasn't Daniel, it was the Spaniard, his alter ego. Mm-hmm. But I'm drinking a beer called Monk and Honey, or Monk and Honey. Either way, it's pretty good. I would thought it was going to be a sweet beer. Mm-mm. I'd say it was...
It's not sweet at all.
It's not. It's got a...
zesty flavor, almost like oranges, isn't it?
Yeah, it reminds me of summer shandy a lot.
But it's not
like
sweet.
Like a fall twist.
Yeah, we both had this before their podcast, and we have two. Well, this one is the Monk and Honey. It's from KCMO and it's from the East Crossroads. So that's a part. It's a section of the Kansas City area, and it's local. They recommended it to me by the place that I get my beers.
What other beer were we drinking on?
And we are also drinking a Belgian style blonde, and it's a beer from Martin City.
Martin City Brewery is a brewery that's down in Martin City, Kansas. It's just a small town that's, if anybody that lives in Kansas City, it's off of kind of like State Line Road and...
Yeah,
but yeah, it's.
If you're from here, you know where Martin City is.
Yeah.
It's not that far away from the Kansas City area.
But it's a Belgian beer that they have at Martin City Brewery. But yeah, he brought us one of those also, and it was a really good beer. It's a good Belgian beer.
How many? Now that you're having the Monk, how many beers will you have, Monk?
Monk, I'd probably give a 3.5 because it tastes kind of like shandy, but honestly, it's just making me want shandy. It's a good beer. It's not bad, but I'd say it's kind of average. The Belgian beer, I'd probably give it a 4 because it tastes pretty good. I mean, it's comparable to your normal Belgian beers like Stella. Stella has more of a bitter taste, but it's more smooth.
I will give the Monk also a 3.5. On the other hand, I'm not a big fan of shandies, but I like this one. It's not sweet. It's smooth. It's one of them that I can see having in a hot summer day or late spring, having that 6-pack and enjoying it.
Also, if anybody ever, one of my friends taught me that if you take Blue Moon in the summer and you put half Blue Moon, half pineapple juice, it is fucking delicious. I'll have to show you that this summer. It's real good.
And in the Belgian style, I haven't tried it. I'm going to try it right now. Oh, wow. That's really good.
Yeah.
It is really good.
It's got a lot of flavor.
Yeah, it has a lot of flavor. It's oddly smooth, but at the same time it has all that flavor in it that makes it seem like a dense beer. But it's good. I'll give it a 4-star too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I was thinking that the Belgian was going to be a little disappointed just because I'm a big fan of them. But this is really good. I'm surprised. Good job, Martin City Belgian style blonde.
Yeah, good job, Martin City. Bring us free beer.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. So, what are we going to talk about today?
I'll say the finals of Vikings, and yes, a little bit of Super Bowl commercials.
Movie previews.
Yeah. Some gaming system, talk, a bit of game talk, and that's pretty much it. It's going to be a light one today.
Light week. Hold on tight, kids. We're about to pass the 30-yard line.
There you go. And now, break for commercials.
Alright, so, before we get started, we were kind of talking about something fun before we started. We were talking about Legos. I thought it'd be interesting to talk a little bit about that, about how we were talking about the Lego Star Wars, the Death Star, and how, it's for a Lego, it's crazy because it's huge, but it costs $500 for something that is just going to sit there and you're going to stare at. Unless you're a kid, then you're going to play with it, but what would it take for you to spend that kind of money on a Lego? What would it have to be?
I don't know, really. It's like
You'd have to have some crazy functions, like the computers would actually have to work. It would have to have working lights on it.
I don't know, $500. I don't even spend that much money in. It's Lego. It's like
fucking nuts.
I don't think
I've seen people spend that on my Facebook page for that specific Lego.
I wouldn't purchase it at Lego. I like Legos, but I'm not into Legos $500. But on the other hand, I will spend the $500 in other things that most people think it's stupid.
Like what?
Like a video card. Like if it's a nice video card for the computer.
Yeah, but you can get multiple uses out of a computer versus...
Or like a piece of art. Like I will spend $500 on... I would spend money on like a piece of artwork that it can gain value over time. I'm pretty sure the Legos Death Stars will also gain value, but like you were saying, you will also spend that kind of money in a piece of art.
Oh, definitely.
Like, I mean, if it was like a painting, original drawing of, imagine, the Lord of the Rings books, like, you know, from the first original copy of the Lord of the Rings books, or something like that. Lego, I love them. I enjoyed them when I was a kid, but I'm not that into it.
When I get my new shelves, I'm going to at least I want to have the Millennium Falcon one up there, but that's just for decoration.
But yeah, but I mean, we all have. I mean, if somebody's at you and if you know fancies you to have Legos, you know, it's up to you. Like, I'm more of a statue guy. Like, I have my Spider-Man statues.
Yeah.
That those are quite pricey, and I mean, and they don't do anything like the Lego does, but
it's still cool to have.
Yeah, exactly. So we all have our
just
niche.
like Lucille.
Mm-hmm.
I just like having her.
Yeah, when you ever get you should put it.
I'll be walking around with it this weekend because Walking Dead starts on Sunday.
I know. And talking about Walking Dead, what do you think this episode is going to? You think it's going to start strong, or is it going to? You think it's going to go back to the first last season, start slow and then start building up quick?
Well, I'm pretty sure, like I've said before, this half is March to War, so I think it's going to start out quick.
It's going to start strong when the first episode's strong.
It's gonna. I mean, from what I saw in the preview, there's a lot of shit that's going to happen. I mean, they're going to meet up with Ezekiel. There's like zombies they run into.
But that's like but you remember like the first season, not the first season, but this season that came in, the first episodes were pretty boring. But the fucking previews look fucking amazing.
Yeah. Well, this time...
No, it started strong. The first episode started strong and then slowly went down. I'm saying, do you think it's going to go down and then slowly go up? Or do you think it's going to be...
I think it's going to be steady and then rise towards the end.
Makes sense.
And then towards the end, because I think we're done... I mean, there might be more episodes where they're like single stories, but I doubt it's going to be as much because now the group's back together. I'm interested to see what they do with Daryl because obviously he escaped the compound, so they're going to be looking for him. And all they have to do is go up to Alexandria and just be like, "Yo, Daryl, we're here. You're dead." So where is he going to go? I mean, he can't hide at the hilltop either. He's there now, but he can't hide there forever because they go in there also.
Well, they can always hide when he comes. He always can hide.
He could.
And going to the image day that we tried to hit pretty hard on our social media. We both purchased the 25 cents Walking Dead comic.
Yep.
What do you thought about it?
Well, my biggest thing is I don't know if my whole theory with Negan now is going to happen because I've always thought, okay, Negan's going to help defeat the Whisperers and then he's going to turn his back on Rick and kill him. But now I'm starting to wonder if he's not just kind of turning into a Shane type and just going to be like friends with Rick. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
So was it a good comic?
I liked it, yeah. I mean, it's. I like reading the every 6-month issues more because there's more continuity within the story versus just single one issue because I can go through it in like a matter of 20 minutes.
That is true. Something I always thought was kind of curious when I buy this type of things. I wonder how many people think it's going to be a value, like in 20, 30 years. And I always thought, and I always had the feeling that if it's a special issue where like the death of Superman, or they don't get it, people think it's going to cost a fortune, and anybody buys it. Normally, I noticed that the comics that cost a lot is like the first appearances. So you can't know it's going to be valuable. Like you see a new character like Negan, the first appearance of Negan, first volume of that comic is going to be worth something someday.
Yeah,
but
issue 100.
Yeah, so it's stuff like that. Like
I got issue 150 first issue. I went out and bought it that day because of that reason. Because I was like, this is 150. It's a big number. And
did something special happen at 150? Because it normally
I don't remember what happens, but yes.
Normally is that type of like first appearance of Dr. Octopus, first appearance of the Punisher. Those are the ones that are their value. It doesn't matter if it's Death of Spider-Man, because anybody and their mother goes and buys Death of Spider-Man, they have it. It's the ones that like volume 76, the first appearance on volume 100, the first appearance of Negan.
Yep.
And then it's the first cover with Negan. Or this is the episode that Rick got his arm cut off. Those are the ones, or in your case, that you have the complete set of the panorama.
Well,
that's gonna be valuable because it's all completed. And I think
I need to get some. I want to frame it, but I need to get some comic book cover kits.
I can hook you up with some covers.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, it was Image Day. That mean it was the 25-year anniversary of Image Comics, which is one of my favorites. That's the one I read the most. There's Saga, Walking Dead, Glorious Bastards, East and West to East.
They have when they redid the Avengers,
Invincible.
When they redid Avengers, I have a issue 1 Avengers when they first redid it.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of fun. And what do you thought about the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl commercials?
I mean, we were talking a lot, so we didn't hear a lot of them. But the Skittles one was probably the best. That one was pretty awesome. It was pretty funny.
I think the best one, even though we may think, and maybe they're not focused to us, was the Mr. Clean one.
That one was pretty funny. I also like the NSYNC one with JT and Christopher Walken. That was pretty funny when he was reciting "Bye Bye Bye." I was like, "Oh, that's priceless." That one is good.
I was disappointed overall in
they didn't really have that good of commercials
this year. Normally they're funny, they're good. This year it was seen more like I don't know, it's indifferent. I'm not sure it's because of the political climate nowadays or what's the deal, but
I think we probably would have liked them more if we were paying attention, but we were all just having such a good time talking and stuff.
Yeah, and then what do you think about the Guardians?
Guardians trailer looks amazing. I mean, I'm just glad they showed more. Like they showed the villain.
They're pretty good at showing you little bits of pieces where you cannot really figure out what it's all about. But it's
based on the first one, based off this preview, just like the first movie. It's the music that fucking got me. I mean, dude, rock solid. They start off the preview playing ELO, and I'm just like hooked. Mm-hmm. ELO is a classic rock band.
Yeah,
that is. Yeah, and they're so good. As soon as that started happening, I'm like, oh my god, dude, they're gonna have so much good music in this movie. That's why I love the first one so much, is because it's not just the music, but the way they manipulate the music.
It's like
in the scenes.
Forrest Gump.
Exactly. Forrest Gump is a perfect example of that. Just like, him going to Vietnam and they put CCR right then. That is a perfect connection with music.
Uh-huh.
If you can simultaneously connect music with that part of the movie instead of putting it in, like, I feel... I'm gonna dog on it.
There's like scenes like make the music like apocalyptic now.
Yeah,
like
a version of a good example of it not working is Suicide Squad. Some of the music worked.
Yeah, I would say I like
it wasn't
Suicide
horrible. Squad. I definitely like I've said before, I like that movie more than Batman vs Superman.
I like Suicide Squad.
Some of the music was not timed right, and it should have been placed elsewhere. I think, and that's just because it was cut by people who make previews. I mean,
yeah,
it wasn't. I mean, if it came on TV,
yeah, it wasn't. The music pick was not as good as Guardians. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
and it's it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to. Marvel movies are doing a good job, but they're like, DC's animation is fucking unbelievable.
Oh yeah, DC kills it on animation.
So it's they're trying to go. I think they haven't realized that the animation is such a small niche of people and have a huge, not small niche, but they have a huge fan base. That they want it dark and they can go dark.
They just came out with Justice League Dark, the movie.
Yeah, but they can go dark, they can go a little more mature, because you have your Teen Titans that can be more considered more kid friendly. So you have so many options. If you're a kid, you can watch the Teen Titans. If you're an adult watching and who grew up with all the Batman series and all the Flash and Justice Leagues, you can enjoy this maturity. The bad thing is with DC movies is they're trying to appeal the dark people. The people who want like a more serious, more mature, movie without making it rated R. They want to mature. They want to get the kids who are 5 to 10 years old who can also be able to go and watch the movie. They want to get it's. You cannot have everything, and I think Marvel being so more or less kid friendly, you appeal to anybody because they don't have those niches where the mature audience wants to watch the mature thing and the kid wants to watch the movie too. It's more open. So Guardians of the Galaxy, you can have a 10, 12-year-old to watch that movie and still have fun. But if you try to make a movie who's supposed to be dark and mature, the 12-year-old is not gonna love it. The mature audience is not gonna love it because you still have to make it PG-13. And Marvel said recently has been just with Deadpool and Logan are making rated R movies for those people who want to watch it.
That's Fox Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
But they're making their niche. It's still Marvel.
Yeah.
It's still Marvel Comics. They're still making they're still getting into their.
They're doing different things. Just like
not appealing to one group.
Just like Doctor Strange. I mean, that movie was completely out of the ordinary because it wasn't. It was comic booky, but it wasn't normal comic booky.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, in regards to Marvel, it was kind of a dark movie, and I mean, there's Winter Soldier is. Definitely. I mean, that movie could be almost a rated R movie. I mean, there's parts in there where Captain America's just slaying people with a knife. Like when he fights George St. Pierre in the beginning of the movie and he breaks his neck. I mean, no, he doesn't break his neck. Yeah, but I mean, there's.
I mean, it is. That's. Unfortunately, we didn't get any Justice League previews or trailers.
Yeah, that was disappointing. I mean, we didn't even get a Wonder Woman preview. You'd think that they would have done a Wonder Woman or a Justice League.
I really hope Wonder Woman is good. But knowing that Ben Affleck now got away from the Batman movie, it starts to seem that it's starting to crumble. And I hope I'm wrong, but that's the impression I get, that it's starting to crumble and it's trying to crumble bad and quick. Because if your main actor, who's the director, says he doesn't want to direct.
Oscar-winning director.
Well, yeah. Oscar-winning director, but at the same time, he's still Daredevil. So, it evens it out.
Yeah. God damn it, Marvel. Why did you ever make that movie?
But, you know what I mean? It's not good. It's not good. And there's no preview for Superwoman in the Super Bowl.
I think a lot of the reason is because that movie comes out in March. And it's soon. Well, no, that doesn't make sense because Logan comes out at the beginning of March and they had a preview. So yeah.
I mean, I just thinking there's something that it's not quite adding up in DC, and
they just can't.
I'm gonna predict that I think they're gonna do a reboot after this. After the Justice League, they might do a reboot, Spider-Man style, like just be like fuck it. Reboot and take it away from Warner Brothers and try to figure something out.
It's possible. I really hope that these next two movies just hit it out of the park because Wonder Woman looks really good. And then from what I've seen of the preview from Justice League that they released, I mean, just that part where Barry is with Bruce Wayne is hilarious. I mean, that like when he's like sees the bat thing fly, his ninja sword.
Batarang.
Yeah, he sees that fly by him and he's like, "Oh, you're Batman." Yeah, and then I'm interested. I am really, of course, because I'm Jason Momoa fan. I'm excited to see how he does as Aquaman.
Yeah.
I hope they make that character a lot better than because I think he gets a really bad rap because he's just kind of dorky.
Aquaman?
Yeah.
Aquaman, it's one of those that fluctuate in coolness. He can be one of the meh, and then he can be one of the badasses. I think they're trying to go with the badass with Jason Momoa, but it's still good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope that the movies are good, but
yeah,
I think Wonder Woman maybe look good because it's World War I or II.
One.
And and I'm interested in that. And the Justice League, I have no clue if it's good or bad.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how they're gonna tie if you didn't catch that Superman was coming back, then you need to go. I even caught on to that. You should. Superman's obviously coming back, so it'll be interesting to see how they tie him back into that. And
we will watch it. We will give it a.
oh yeah, we'll definitely go see it.
Give it up, and I hope I'm wrong. And normally when I go with a movie expecting low expectations, I normally come out happy. Because happy meaning that I wasn't expecting too much, or happy because it's a good movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
And Logan, what do you think about Logan's trailer?
Logan trailer was about the same. They didn't really introduce anything new.
Yeah.
They showed the hitman or mercenary guy that's chasing after.
Mm-hmm. So the main villain is what you said.
So the main, other than there's like the henchmen that were at the end of the last Wolverine movie. The one now is Caliban. He was in X-Men Apocalypse. His power is he can locate any mutant anywhere.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Caliban knows where this mutant is, but you have to pay him a fee. He's kind of the mercenary's tracker in finding. I guess based off the preview, it looks like there's not many mutants left. It's just Xavier, Logan,
I'm not
and
sure.
X-23.
I think that's what the preview tries to make you think, but I think there's gonna be more than one. Just because the first couple of previews look like it's gonna be like a desert, but then the girl goes to the fucking, gas station, and they have pop and they have drinks, and it doesn't look like the guy is in a hardship scenario. It seems like he's a normal gas station guy. So I'm pretty sure there's gonna be you have to register or something, and there's a few that you can register as a meeting, and you can go to jail. That's what I think.
It is going to be surreal because he's been our Wolverine forever, and this is the last one, man. It's going to be crazy to.
It's good. Well, I'm happy about it.
Yeah, hopefully
he did a good. He did a couple good ones and a couple bad ones. Now he needs to get the Logan to somebody else.
Yeah, that was a good preview. I know you're not looking forward to it. I would say I am a Transformer fan, but the last movie sucked. I'm hoping this one's better.
I am not looking forward to that movie at all.
You don't care about it, though.
No, I'm not. At all. The Transformer movies are garbage, in my opinion.
I like them. I just think it's mechanically it's cool how they showed them morph into.
Shit. If they did justice to the cartoons or justice to the fucking toys, I'll get it. I'll say yeah.
That's how I feel about the Ninja Turtle movies, the Michael Bay ones.
Well, yeah, but
those fucking suck.
But that's the thing for me. That's for me. It's the Transformers.
Yeah,
they suck. It's cheap entertainment. Nothing good. They don't stick with the cartoons.
I'm more excited about the new Fast and Furious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I'll watch it, but meh.
I've seen all of them in the theater, so I'm definitely gonna go see it.
I'm gonna watch John Wick 2 on the next week.
Yeah, we're gonna have some movies next week. We're going to be talking about Civil War next week, and we also will have 2 movies to review. Daniel's going to go see John Wick 2, and I'm going to go see Split, the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Shyamalan.
But yeah, and then so I guess that's about it for the Super Bowl. The Walking Dead commercial that they had was pretty cool. With
simple.
Seal. It was simple. It wasn't overdone. I think it got the point across.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now we're going to go and talk about
Vikings.
The season finale of Vikings.
What a fucking good season finale.
Dude, fuck. That was such a good finale. I mean, first off, the battle scene. The battle scene in the beginning was just...
That was a great battle scene.
I mean, just to see the Vikings work together, like when they knocked the guy off the horse, you see one use his shield and the other one run up.
They was running. There were like at least 10 guys, or 5 on each side, and with 5
that was
shields.
So awesome.
And they knocked the prince down.
It was crazy when I liked their conversation when they had King what's his name?
The King of Wessex?
Yeah, the King of Wessex. When they had him in the cage and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm right here. Let's talk."
I think it's kind of curious talking about the king. Sorry to interrupt, but I think I understand why Ragnar asked the King of Wessex to give him that, because that would basically guarantee him his way to Valhalla. He did it as a friend, but how he chose to die in the Christian Catholic religion, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
You can't suicide yourself. So it was the opposite. One was doing it to try to redeem his sins and go to Valhalla, and the other one is committing the.
But he would have. He already committed sins because he slept with the Berryman's wife.
But yeah, but that's the difference. You get you see the difference. One chose to redeem and his friendship. One friendship condemned one guy to hell, and the other one, another one, he went to Valhalla.
I couldn't watch that scene. I put my head in the blanket because I was like, "Oh, I hate knife scenes."
You didn't see it. He does it on the.
No, I mean I saw it. Oh. You could see him taking the knife into his wrist, but it's just it just gives me the chills, man.
But
it's crazy.
You thought about that, like how Ragnar.
I didn't think about it until you mentioned it, but yeah, that makes complete sense because in Catholicism and Christianity, committing suicide is like
even
the
though he was basically
sin.
dead. But I thought when he was doing the bargain or when he was going to talk, he was going to mention, you know why I did it, right?
Yeah.
He was my friend, and if I did not do this, he would not be able to go to Valhalla. That's what I thought he was going to do, and saying, but I understand that you need to kill me because I understood that when I made that choice, but I want to be killed, and I thought he was going to choose crucifixion. Did you?
No.
I thought he was going to choose crucifixion.
I thought he was just going to have them do either stab him in the back, with a sword on
like
top,
a warrior's death,
like a warrior's death, or cut his head off. But I didn't think he was going to kill himself. I don't think I would ever have the balls to do that. I mean, that's just.
Well, if you see what
he was drunk as shit though.
Like not that time.
Oh, he sobered up.
He was in the fucking jail. I'm assuming, and I don't know. I thought I would have committed suicide if it's that or the fucking eagle death.
Yeah, I don't want the eagle death.
Yeah, so I was like, I'll cut my wrist if I have to. But I thought it was. I don't know. It was a good thing that it shocked me and that it made me think about that type of conflict, and that's kind of hard in a TV show to just make you think, oh look, he chose that. One went to Valhalla technically, and if the other one was with their religion, went to hell.
They don't have any claim to that land
because he's
not the king. He double crossed them because Ragnar said that he was completely safe. So in other words, he got his last laugh because they think that they have claim to those lands.
But they stay there like a year.
They stay there until the Knights of Templar or whatever come. That guy looks pretty. I don't know if that actually happened, but that guy looks. For those who don't know, the guy who played King
for the Tudors.
Yeah, the King and the Tudors. He's going to be one of the.
This is the King of England, one of the kings of England.
I don't know if he's a king of England. He's just.
No, he's a Templar, but in Tudors he was the
Crusader.
king. He was the king of England.
Oh yeah.
King Henry.
King Louis, or no, King Henry. I was King Henry the Fifth.
So that's. I mean, it seems good. It's about time that Europe gets its shit together and fight back. Because it's kind of seeming like the fucking Vikings just fucking rage. And it's like when we were talking to him, we know that they can't last forever. The Vikings only lasted 2 centuries.
Yeah.
And then they're gone. And then they should start converting to Christians. And I think with the Templars and all that, it's going to show that starting that transformation towards more.
I definitely see that it's either going to be this season or next season.
So 2 more?
Last, maybe 2. Mm-hmm. They haven't announced that this is the last, but I mean, I could see at least a season 6.
I can see this being the last, and then starting with the new show, the new medieval.
I don't know what that is. If that even ties into this show,
it kind of seems like it.
That'd be cool if it tied in.
Yeah,
that'd be cool if they continued just throughout history. They just kept doing stuff like this.
But after what? Then after the Templars, it's what? I guess after the Templars, the best army will be the Spaniards. The what are they called?
Well, then you have the British because British.
First is Spaniards, then is British.
I know that's a sensitive subject.
No, but I mean, it's
just kidding.
With that modern medieval, but there's the Spaniards back in
the Conquistadors.
Not the Conquistadors. Like our lethal army force. The Spaniards had this group of people that were basically when the Invincible Armada were supposed to come. They were supposed to pick them up and drop them in England, but the whole entire fucking storm happened or the Armada got destroyed. But they were untouchable. Like if those people got to England, historians say they would be gone. England would have fallen. And
really,
yeah, they're beasts. But I think Then is that. Then it will be the British. After the British goes the French with Napoleon.
Yeah, well,
because
the
Spanish
English
were
were still powerful during
but it was
Napoleonic era.
But there were no Napoleon. They didn't conquer almost fucking all of Europe.
Navy-wise, they were still more powerful. But the Napoleon didn't try to conquer England, I don't think. He was more eastbound. He was going towards all of Europe. I don't think
he got Spain. He got Portugal. He got a good chunk of Italy.
And just like Hitler, he fell in
Russia.
And his issue, and they always say the problem with these leaders is they're too short. It's not the winter, it's the mud season that gets you. And Hitler made the mistake of not sending tanks with tracks over to Russia until it was too late. So they sent over jeeps and stuff that all just had regular tires instead of tracks, and the tracks allow them to hover over the mud. But with the motorcycles and the jeeps, they just sunk into the mud, and the horses with Napoleon. So, and then of course they don't come supplied, and they all die. Mm-hmm. So I think it'd be cool to see something Napoleon, because I don't know a lot about that. But speaking of history, I found out about a new show called Timeless that I'm sure you've seen the preview of it on TV. But at first I thought the show was just going to be about the Hindenburg, because they only showed that in the preview, but I guess they have every episode's different. So I've seen, one of the upcoming ones is Public Enemy #1, which is John Dillinger. They have a Benedict Arnold episode. They have Abraham Lincoln's assassination episode.
I think it's the first season where you come out, has it, or is it still going?
It's still going. And then they have an Alamo episode. So it looks pretty neat. I'm going to check it out and see what it's about, because I'm a history nerd. Plus, it kind of reminds me of Doctor Who, because he's always bouncing around from time to time.
Yeah. And I think we need to go back to
Vikings. Sorry. Tangents are okay. Ivar.
The Boneless.
He's going fucking nuts.
Yeah. I'm not sure what they're going to do with it now that he killed his brother.
I think he's going to go... Some of them are going to follow him into battle. And then...
Yeah, I don't know. It left it in a good place that you see you have some closure with they got their revenge, but they have some. It wasn't like a cliffhanger where you're like, oh my god, what happened? What's going to happen? Now it's more like you're curious to know what's going to happen, but you more or less see that. I don't know, something happened, and the previews for the next season look pretty good too.
Previews for the next season look really good. I love how from season 1 to now, how the cinematography has gotten better. It feels like you're watching a movie, kind of like Thrones. I mean, it's just the quality has gotten way better. Yeah, I mean, it was still a good show on season 1, but it is. That battle scene was just. That was a crazy battle scene.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy. It
wasn't any. I mean, no Battle of the Bastards, but
no, but I mean, it's no Game of Thrones. They don't have the budget, but I mean But the budget that they have, being a History Channel,
it's so good.
It's worth watching. I mean, it's an amazing show. It's it's historically more or less than more, but more or less correct.
I can't believe that they've had so many episodes. This season had 20 episodes.
Mm-hmm. And I would give it like a 4 stars overall.
Season depends on this season. Yeah, I would do 4. I think
last season was a little bit iffier. But this season was a good 4 stars.
I'm glad they
went to Algeciras, that was in Spain. They went to... You saw Rolo in France. Mm-hmm. You saw... It was just... They give you closure almost in every single context.
When they took bold moves. I mean, no show kills off... I mean, I say that lightly, but they don't... They literally killed off their main cast, except for Floki, Bjorn, and Lagertha. That's it.
Rolo's still alive,
technically, but he's doing Taken, so if he's in the show, he's not going to be in it that much.
Yeah,
if he's in it at all, because he said, if you come back, we'll have to kill you. But I'm sure they could find a way for him to come back.
Yeah, so basically, there's it's one of those fascinating shows that there is a progress. There is a nice harmonic life progress where the dad dies, but the kids get along, but the mom's still there. But it's not like... It doesn't seem like they're forcing another season. It's because I think they're going...
flows.
Yeah, because I think they're going through history, and that's more or less what happens.
Oh, yeah. What's-her-face died? Floki's wife.
Oh yeah, that was kind of shocker, but I could see that coming from a mile away.
I
knew that girl was gonna go cuckoo. Like Muslim little girl who's being taken and who's running away with 2 seconds with this crazy fucking because
that doesn't speak her language at all.
Yeah, so that's. I think if Floki would have taken more care of her, she would might have done because she has some sort of good connection with Floki, but the mom was just. I was surprised that she died so quick. I didn't thought that it was a fatal wound.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. I thought she just got her in the shoulder blade, but she got her in the artery. So.
So I was shocked, but I knew that was something gonna happen. I was thinking the girl was gonna run away or die, or she's gonna run away and somebody's gonna kill her, and then Floki's wife was gonna.
I'm looking forward to see what Lagertha does to the brothers when they get back that tried to have her killed. She's in charge, so as soon as they step foot in there, she could be like, capture them.
But he's a king, isn't he? He's a king.
He could be, but he's still there.
But I mean, if she's smart enough that she knows if she kills them.
So was King Oric, and that didn't stop them. King Oric was the one that they in the second season that they trapped.
But that was
Ragnar.
Ragnar, and Ragnar is basically fucking god. Lagertha is no Ragnar,
but she is a goddess.
Sure, I like her. She's one of my favorite characters. But I'm saying by the show, the eyes of them, she is not.
Yeah, he's
Ragnar.
idolized. I mean, he's
He's a myth now. The sons of Ragnar.
Yeah,
like, you're the sons of Ragnar, and the fucking kings want to kill those motherfuckers. All the brothers, and they don't have the balls to do it because they know who the fuck they are. They know they're the sons of Ragnar, and if they do that in the right setup, they're doomed.
Yeah.
Lagertha, apart from being a badass warrior, she's a smart woman. So I don't think she's just gonna be. She might be arrested them and give them a trial and something, but I don't think she's just gonna go balls off.
Yeah.
And I still think it'll be kind of nice if they do that and there's a battle, like Lagertha versus that person.
I wonder if she
then she dies.
Yeah, I don't know if she dies in battle though. I wonder if she lived out her days.
I can see her dying in battle. In a nice progression.
Ivar's getting killed soon. I mean, he's gonna die this season. I mean, you don't think?
He shouldn't. He should live.
I can't believe he killed his brother.
He's supposed to be. He's considered a master tactician, a genius tactician. So I don't think one battle makes you a master tactician. Although it shows him how smart he was, but in the real life, he was. Nobody knows what we talked about, but nobody knows. But why he was called the boneless. They assumed some that he is incompetent, or they were assuming that he had the legs dysmorphia, but he was considered a badass fucking warrior.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It'd be interesting to see. I think I'm gonna rewatch that show before it comes back on.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna.
It's such a good show.
What else are we excited about?
Legion tomorrow.
Yeah, Legion. Do you know anything about Legion?
I don't.
Well, Legion basically is a new X-Men TV show. Well, the first X-Men TV show, I think it is.
It is the first X-Men TV show. We have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we had Agent Carter.
Well, they don't talk about mutants, they talk about Inhumans. But this is the first mutant TV show. And Legion... Alright, Legion is he's an X-Man. And he is the son of Charles Xavier, so Professor X. His name is David Charles Haller. And he has different types of powers: telepathy, telekinesis, pyrokinesis, time travel, and one of the most important ones is reality warping. And he has multiple personality disorders.
That's awesome.
So he is one of the most fucking strongest mutants out there. I'm not sure if they're gonna go full on comics, because in the comics he's basically stronger than Professor X, but he is.
They do say in the preview that he's the strongest one they've ever seen or dealt with.
And he's more or less a anti-hero. His powers are just fucking Omega level mutant. And his multi-personality disorders makes him like to have different each. He basically in the comics has to go inside of his mind, and he takes powers from his multiple personality disorders and use them. So he's in his mind, and in his mind imagine there's one with telekinesis. So he has to go there, beats the crap out of the telekinesis guy, uses his powers, and then he's able to use them in real life.
Oh, okay, that's
so. It's
cool.
a really interesting comic. The comic is still called Legion. It came out, I don't know, like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and it's done, so you can actually get it. And there's, like, example, there's Jamel Karami, who's the personality of a terrorist, and he is telepathy. Jack Wayne, who is the telekinesis. Cindy, who is pyrokinesis. And then Legion, who's basically, he can wrap time. Like, he can change time. And then Sally, who basically is an obese woman with a whole, like, super strength. And then there is an unnamed punk rocker. So he doesn't have a name, but he's basically he can channel sound blasts. So you see he has like a shit ton of, like, every personality he has in his brain, he can have, and it goes like, there's 1,000 personalities.
Oh my god.
So it's all different, and in the comics, that you can see when he's in his mind, you can see his, like, they all have like little feet, like, but he started being like evil, but then he slowly becomes a good guy. He's more like I'll say, like, even though it's like a Vegeta, he was an enemy.
Oh, okay.
But then he became good.
He was a bad, then went good, then went bad, then went.
Yeah, that's basically his basically, you know, he was bad and then he became good. I'm gonna try to find the Legion part where he's finding his multiple personalities, because that's a cool little scene. And when is this coming out?
Legion?
Yeah,
comes out tomorrow.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
On FX.
Fox. Is it FX Fox?
It's FX. Fox is
I always
local
thought
channels.
I thought FX
it's
was...
a Fox channel, but it's FX.
Okay. And there's anything that did you go today?
No, other than they released a new preview for Iron Fist that looks pretty fucking awesome.
That is fucking true.
Comes out March 17th, St. Patty's Day.
And you can watch it in our channel, in our Facebook. We posted it there.
Other than that, I don't really have any. There's not really been a lot of news. Still waiting on a cast lineup for Infinity War. I think we're going to be waiting until Comic-Con this year. I think that's when we'll find out. But
yeah, like for example, that's
oh, that's neat.
So that's 1, 2, 3, and they all have different powers. I don't think they're gonna go full on, just because normally you don't start with the strongest fucking super villain or super anti-hero from the get-go, where he can basically beat anybody. But
all right, anything else?
I think that's good.
All right, well, follow us on Twitter and Facebook at 2 Ordinary Nerds. We're also on Google Play and iTunes. Cheers.
Cheers.